EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
26.
Now it's Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
A little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. In motion right is Davis. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On play action, now Rodgers. Then complete, right side to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Raiders at 4-5, a game under 500. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Well, you talk about this Jets defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chase Brown with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
In motion goes the tight end. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
In motion right is Davis. Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bawden, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Thompson Robinson now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Thompson Robinson. He'll let this go for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 114 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Thompson Robinson, quick throw out wide, it's caught. Touchdown Raiders! A.T. Perry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got them down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This one deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
630. Hey, 626. Boom, boom.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. I'm glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
Come on.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. The DTR going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Rodgers setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Get 300! Get 300!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers again now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Aaron Rodgers with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And again, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Rodgers now on first down. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside. Yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 78 yards. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense that gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance